This is Bob. Bob owns ETH, which he intends to hold for a while, but he still wants to earn some interest on it with as little risk as possible. He has deposited his 60 ETH in Liquidity and has taken out a loan for 50,000 LUSD. His current strategy has been to deposit LUSD in the stability pool of Liquidity, where he's earning a yield of 6% APR on revenue that the protocol generates. He just heard that with Chicken Bonds, he can amplify his current yield. Chicken Bonds uses the same yield source but lets Bob amplify the yield. This is achieved by the novel Chicken Bonds bonding mechanism. Through bonding, Bob can acquire boosted LUSD, an ERC20 token that amplifies the yield compared to a simple stability pool deposit. Bob likes the idea of acquiring BLUSD because it benefits from an amplified stability pool yield, it can be redeemed at any time against the reserve of Chicken Bonds, which means that BLUSD has a guaranteed price floor, and it also acts like a yield generator strategy. It's auto-compounding. Once Bob decides to bond, he has two options. He can chicken out. In case he needs his capital, he can cancel the bond at any time and get back his bonded principal, or he can chicken in. By claiming his bond, he will receive BLUSD in exchange for his LUSD. Bob can further optimize his profits by selling his accrued BLUSD for LUSD and starting the whole process again. Compared to other bonding protocols, Chicken Bonds provides Bob with much more flexibility. In Chicken Bonds, bonds come with no commitment. Bob can cancel the bond at any time and retrieve his bonded principal. Bonds have no maturity. Bonds are perpetual and can be claimed at any time. Bonded tokens can be redeemed. BLUSD can be redeemed for LUSD at any time pro rata. Bob likes the idea of Chicken Bonds, but before moving over, he wants to better understand where the yield is coming from. In Chicken Bonds, BLUSD will be earning yield from the bonders, the LUSD that is currently bonding and earning yield in the stability pool, the reserve, the LUSD that is backing BLUSD and also earning yield in the stability pool, and from the protocol-owned liquidity. Over time, Chicken Bonds will acquire some protocol-owned liquidity. The POL, as we call it, will be mainly used in Curve to provide liquidity, and the yield will also be directed to the reserve. To make matters more interesting, your bond is represented by dynamic NFTs that change in rarity depending on the actions that you take. Each NFT has a unique ID and will be assigned one of the 4,000 plus representations that are available. The more active you are in the liquidity ecosystem, the higher the chances of getting an NFT with increased rarity. To grab the coolest ones, well, there is only one way. Become a bonder. Bonders, it's time to get ready for a game of chicken.